Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to kind of a special episode of Brickmania TV here. I'm joined by Dan, and that is because we have a new category on our website featuring an awesome new product as we begin to expand Brickmania's ever-growing inventory of awesomeness, and that is BrickTracks, which is what we're looking at here, looking at some versions of BrickTracks with some Lego tracks mixed in. This is a pretty cool product. Basically what they do is they create ABS molded train tracks that have a more gentle curve to them so that you can build more realistic train tracks for your mods.
Exactly. So what you see in the middle is the actual Lego, these are all Lego tracks in the middle. The BrickTracks have different curve radiuses, so your gigantic trains don't look really silly crossing the corner.
That corner.
So if you're trying to make actual 1/48 scale 8 wide trains or even bigger like the 1/35 scale Bruno in the front there, it would never be able to make that sharp turn. So we're demonstrating it with the S160 that we released 2018, I believe. Just demonstrating what you can basically do with these BrickTracks. So BrickTracks, they also make some wheels. They do some other things.
Right.
For right now, all we have is the track sections. We are an authorized BrickTracks seller, so if you buy them from us, it's going to be the same price as if you're going to go to BrickTracks.com. Of course, if you're like a plank holder, you have one of our coupons, it's going to help you.
Extra discount,
anyway. So,
yeah.
So, and those will happen periodically. Right now, we have 3 radiuses, right? 3 curve radiuses. So as you can see here, there's actually 3 different curves. These are like, believe, 108 or 105?
Is it 104, 120, and 56?
Yeah. So these right here, this is in the middle, this middle 2 loops. Well, not the middlest, that's Lego.
Right.
These middle are the BrickTracks, the smaller loops. And I just put together a little thing. I actually had a little gap when I put it all together. It wouldn't quite lay down smoothly. And that happens when you start using these unusual geometries. So they have this piece. And they have several sizes.
Which this is the 4th product we have.
Right. So just such an occasion. It's like a pack of different little segments that you can add to your layout. Obviously, these are just thrown out on our build tables here. But if you were doing it on base plates and stuff, you're going to end up needing exact track measurements.
Right.
So we will show you at some future point how to ballast this track so it looks awesome. And it looks great out of the box, just like Lego track. But typically, if you've been to like any of the open houses at Brickmania, you've seen some of the layouts that we did. And we built our own ties, we did all kinds of other things. So we will demonstrate how to do that in the future. But for right now, we're just showing off the raw track, a new product we have. We'll definitely be supporting it in the future because we have more trains coming out.
Yeah, well, and it is cool. Obviously, BrickTracks makes a really high quality product, so we're really happy to have that on Brickmania.com. But tell me a little bit about, so obviously trains at Brickmania are before my time, but not something that you're foreign to necessarily. So it's kind of like a revamp of something that just went away for a bit.
Ever since the beginning of Brickmania, that we've done trains. I've built trains. There's been some train kits, historic train kits. 20 years ago, we didn't have quite the product. The brick selection we had, we had very limited availability. But I've been part of the GMLTC, the Greater Midwest Lego Train Club, since I don't know, almost 2000, maybe 2001.
Okay.
So I'm an early adopter of like actually big train displays, and I built a lot of train cars in my time. And we've recently joined with Brick Model Railroader, Cale and Glenn, and they designed the S160 you see rolling around here. This is their boxcar design. That's another one of their boxcar designs. This flat car right here is one of their designs, and we adapted it to make a shorter version that we could sell as a kit. So you will start seeing kits coming back. Brickmania is doing it. The only reason we stopped is because these Lego magnet couplers have become so rare that they're almost unobtainable at this point. We pretty much blew through whatever was left of the world's supply, making our few batches of S160s and the flat cars. Can't make any more because they're just not available. Lego changed their system. I guess kids were swallowing magnets or something. Not necessarily Lego's magnets.
Yeah, sure.
But they changed it to a system of completely built up bogies, buffer boards. They're buffers, like in European style buffers for all their trains, and that was totally inappropriate for American train cars. So we're looking at different coupler systems, and Brick Model Railroader and Life Lights, I believe too, are also making new custom train couplers that will be available very shortly, and of course we will be adapting those. We'll try to have them available for sale as well. That's our goal. So we'll have like a complete train lineup kind of thing.
Sure.
And then once we can get those couplers, it's the last missing piece. We have the wheels, we have the train designs, obviously, the drivers, using our own 3D printed drivers, Lego drivers, or even something like Big Ben wheels, BigBenBricks.com, make some really nice custom drivers. In fact, they predate the Brickmania or the Lego train drivers. So
oh wow,
the big drivers. So
they've been around for a minute.
For example, this kind of medium-sized wheel that we used on the locomotive for the Bruno train, you have to use a Big Ben wheel to do that. So we will hopefully be able to have those available. If not, you can just go to bigbenbricks.com and order those. So.
Sure, but could be something you see in the future. So if you look at the website right now, you'll see that the category is labeled railroad supplies. Then underneath that, that's where you'll find BrickTracks. And the reason that is because we are planning on having a lot of stuff available to help you complete railroad mocks in the future as well. We've mentioned in sit reps before that we recently expanded our printing department, which is something that we've been working to do tirelessly here in 2020. And this is some of the projects that we're looking forward to be able to undertake using those printers to make stuff for railroad mocks, etc. And so really this is kind of a sky is the limit moment. Now that we've got it kicked up, we can do what we want.
Right. And if people remember at our Mall of America store, we did have other brands besides Brickmania featured there.
Right.
As Brickmania grew, our store did not grow, so we kind of outgrew the ability for us to sell third-party stuff. We're actually bringing a lot of that back. So you will see more stuff at Brickmania that's not made by Brickmania, but it works within our system, our custom models, and we want to support the entire custom brick aftermarket. We're not just like, this is not just about Brickmania, it's about what you can build. And of course we make kits, we make minifigures, but it's really all about what you can build. What you can do comes out of your own inspiration from what we're building. So.
Yeah, putting no limits on your imagination and giving you everything you need to be able to just let it run wild. That's kind of our goal for the future of the railroad supplies section. Well, this is
any
cool.
Supplies for that.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Anything that's on the site, but this specifically what we're addressing. Just watching it glide around the track, this is incredibly smooth. And look at the length of train that you're able to put on something.
The only reason the train is this long is because that's all the cars I still have.
Right.
All of my old cars are running around in the Midwest Railroad Museum right now. So this is all I can muster from the shelves. There's a few things. This old relic of a locomotive is going to need to be at some point rebuilt to use the battery-powered Lego. That one, that's an old workhorse from the train layout days when we used to have the open houses in here. And some of these cars are as well, but man, we need to get building.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot we can do, but it is cool to be able to illustrate just right away here what your difference is in the curve radius of the Lego track versus the BrickTracks, and just the scale of train that you're able to build in when you use this product instead of the Lego one. So props to BrickTracks for making something that's so incredibly useful and obviously was needed in this community, and we're really excited to be able to take it into our arsenal and see what we can make with it.
Right, and there's going to be more. BrickTracks, we love their product, and they have more stuff coming out. We're excited. Sure. We'll be introducing more as it's introduced to the public. Couplers coming. I know it's been something talked about for a long time. It's in the books now. The molds are made. We should be able to get some more products. If we can't buy them directly from us, we will still use them in our kits at least.
Sure.
So.
Very, very cool. Awesome. Well, anything else you want to touch on the trains?
Let's get it going faster.
Speed it up a little bit for the end of it. Well, there you have it. Expect more coming to the railroad supplies section on brickmania.com. But for now, you can go get yourself some BrickTracks and get yourself set up so that you are ready for all the other incoming awesomeness that will be reaching brickmania.com here in the future. Dan, thanks for joining me and talking through this train. Let's start building.
Yeah, there'll be lots more coming. That's all I got to say. I can't give any more details away, but it's all happening soon. We'll make some more official announcements as it comes together further.
All right, that's awesome. Thanks for watching.